Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you ways and tips for budgeting for 2018, so just keep watching. Tip number one is to make a budget, and what I mean by is have a plan. Have a reason for why you're saving. Is it either to buy a new car? Is it either to purchase your first home? Or is it even to save for your children's college or whatever you are budgeting for? Have a plan on the reason why you are wanting to budget. And it's best to write it down. Or they have so many different apps in your phone nowadays that you can just pick an app and you can put all your different things in there. You can make Excel spreadsheets, whatever best for you. Just find a reason of you budgeting, and you're more likely to stick to it if you have a reason or a goal of why you wanting to save money. And also set an amount. If you just say, well, I want to save money, well, you might not even save nothing because you just never set an amount. So that's the whole reason of setting a goal for your budget, is to set an amount and a reasonable amount that you can obtain within 6 months, a year, 18 months, 2 years, or whatever your goal time is. The next tip is to have a date night. A lot of people say, well, if I'm budgeting, I still can't do this. I got to cut out all that stuff. And sometimes you have to sacrifice and you do have to cut out a lot of stuff. But I know date nights are very important for couples. You need those. But I would recommend that you do date nights that are less expensive. There's a lot of things around town that you can do that are sometimes free. Or you can be creative and have a date night at home, or have dinner at home, or have a movie night at home. Get snacks, go to the dollar store and get your snacks. You know, they're all, go to Dollar Tree, they're $1. Make popcorn, have dinner, and different things like that. And that way, you know, you're not spending so much money on date night. And maybe instead of having a date night every week, have it every other week. Or if you really need to save, have it once a month or whatever. Just make sure you're still doing those things, but you do have to cut back and just find different ways of being more creative. Next tip will be the envelope system. I really highly recommend this. That goes along with budgeting as well, because that comes from the whole Dave Ramsey thing. Try not to use your debit card all the time. Try to get cash out. And you'll have an envelope for entertainment. You'll have an envelope for getting your nails done. You'll have an envelope for getting your hair done, clothes, or whatever, etc. Just try not to use your debit card as much and try to use cash, because if you do use more cash, then you'll be more, I guess the word I'm looking for is more conscious of what you're spending, instead of a debit card where you just ching 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 ching, and sometimes you just forget because you can't visually see the cash coming out, so to speak. The next tip would be thrift shopping. I'm a big and firm believer of thrift shopping. I think thrift shopping is good for whether you're the mom, the dad, the daughter, the brother, the sister, whatever, the whole family. I really do think thrift shopping is really good. You can find really good deals, and the best time to go to thrift shops is when they have 50% off days. And then also, like savers, sign up for their membership cards, because you can get special offers that other people who are not members can. Goodwills, they have color days, so look into when the color days are. And then a big one is for if you're parents and you have back to school shopping to do back to school shopping there, and you can find a lot of cool items, a lot of nice things for your children as well. The next thing will be your emergency fund. That probably should be at your top list, because you want to make sure that you are able to save up $1,000 emergency fund. Once again, that goes back to the whole Dave Ramsey thing, and that's really good because you want to be able to at least have that much aside, just in case like there's an emergency that comes up, and that way you don't have to revert back to credit cards. Now I will say, to be honest, sometimes it is very difficult to save just $1,000, especially if you are just trying to make it and trying to if you don't have like a substantial amount of income coming in at the moment. But it's really important that you try to save at least that amount, because that will deter you from having to use credit cards when you don't have it for an emergency. Next tip will be repurpose or redecorate items in your home. Now ladies, we love to decorate, and a lot of ladies, we like to decorate as far as different seasons or time of the year, but either sometimes it can be very expensive. There are stores now, like I know a good store at home, you can get stuff for cheap, but still it ain't free, so you're still gonna have to spend money. So a good way of repurposing and redecorating your home is reusing the things that you have. Just move it in a different area, change your furniture around. I can't tell you how changing your whole furniture around can make it seem like you bought new furniture or you got a new room. Just changing your whole decor around. And also, like I said, shopping at thrift store for some pieces. You can sometimes find pieces at a thrift store that goes well in your home. It's a good wall decor, different things like that. So just make sure you're more conscious of your shopping and where you're shopping at and how much you're shopping as well. And the last tip will be a money challenge sheet. Now this goes back up to keeping a goal. Now I printed out a sheet for you guys, and this is a great sheet when you're wanting to buy a home. I know there's always a certain amount of money that you want to keep down on a home for a home payment, for a down payment or whatever, or just to have a substantial amount. They have a lot of these different sheets or different worksheets or Excel sheets on Pinterest. That's where I got a lot of them, and this one is really cool. If you guys can see it, it's the 5,000 New Year challenge, and it has the week, deposit amount, account balance, week, deposit, and so on, and it goes week by week. And what I liked about this one, if you guys can see it up close, the first one is you only have to put $20 in, then $35 that week, and then $45. So this one is like really attainable. I really like the fact that you don't have to put like so much money up a week, because let's face it, a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people are just trying to make ends meet right now. So this one is really cool because one week you can only have to put up $20 away. The next week you put up 35. The week after that you put up 45. So those are attainable amounts and attainable goals that you can maintain throughout the whole year. You know, and if you have the means to put up more, then you put up more. But putting up $20 a week, $40 a week, you'd be surprised within 52 weeks, within a year, how much money you can save. So it's very important that you don't put yourself into, well, I want to save $80,000 in 52 weeks. Well, unless you just balling and rich, that may not be something that you can do. So you always want to make sure that you have your goals attainable, and that way you don't get discouraged if you don't make them. So you guys, that is just some budgeting tips that I plan on using in 2018. Let me know down in the comment section below, what are your 2018 budget tips? Or what are you doing, or what have your family done to either sacrifice or to plan for getting some things that you want within a budget? So you guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys. With some cookies in one setting and just eat, and that's what I did. But anyway, I kept going. I'm still here, so yay me. So I just